Welcome to HWM Aston Martin, and welcome again to another mini series of handover videos. So we're going to do one for each vehicle in the range. Today we've got DB11 Coupe, but we'll also sort of cut in a few bits for the Volante because most of it's fairly similar, just the roof mechanism for the Volante is slightly different. So a couple of things that are worth knowing about DB11. Like the rest of the cars in the core range, they all have keyless entry and keyless exit. Or keyless locking and keyless unlocking, but you can also deactivate that if you wish to as well. So you have three buttons on your key, your lock and your unlock, and also your boot pop. So let's take a bit of a look around and show you a few of the features on the car. So firstly, when you unlock the car, same as before, your lights flash on the headlamps and your wing mirrors would fold out. Okay, if you want to keylessly lock the door, as DBX or the rest of the cars, you press the back of the door handle and that will lock the car keylessly. If you want to deactivate the keyless on the car, because you might be worried that somebody could scan your key, double press your lock button on the key, and next time you walk up to the door, it now won't open. Another quite cool feature with the key, and this works for both the Volante as well as the Coupe, is you have global on the key. So on the Coupe it works the windows, and then your windows drop. So on a hot summer's day and you want to let all that hot air out because your car's been sat in the sun, you can do that before you get into the vehicle. And again, the reverse of that, should you have forgotten to do a window up, you can press and hold the lock button. As long as you're within a couple of meters of the car, the windows will then come back up. The same thing works for the Volante, which we'll show you a short clip of this as well. It will pop the roof down and then pull the roof back up. We'll show you where the bonnet latch is for DB11. It's just on the side of the dash and it's the push button. We'll come back round to that shortly when we're looking around the rest of the car. Fuel filler cap, nice and straightforward on this car. Just press the back of the filler cap and lift it up. Fuel goes straight in. No need to worry about unscrewing any caps or anything like that. And then when you're closing it back down, just nice and gentle and push it closed. On the back of the vehicle, so there is three ways of opening the boot on a DB11. There is a button on the driver's door, which you press and that will open the boot. Press and hold the boot button on the key, or alternatively in this case, DB11 has swipe open, so you just put your foot underneath there and back out, and then your boot lid pops open. A few things that are worth noting on the back of DB11. Your trickle charge point for your maintenance is just on the side here, so you can just attach your Magna Charge trickle charger on the side. And then inside the boot, most of the things that you need to know are your warning triangle is attached to the back of the boot lid. And then you have two cubby holes, one on the left and one on the right. And inside each one of these, you'll either find your owner's handbook and a key box, or on the other side, you should find a tyre pump and gel kit for if you have a puncture. Everything else that's in the boot here is just for storage. So this is slightly different in the Volante. So for storage wise, you can have the compartment cover up. Your tyre pressure, your tyre pump and your gel will be in the side of the boot. But for your roof to actually work, you do need to pull the compartment cover back down. Now that the compartment cover is now down, you can now put your roof down on your DB11 Volante. Coming back to what we were saying about boot release, the one on inside the car is on the door here. And also you have, as previously mentioned, your tyre pressure sticker is on the inside of the door shut. So the bonnet opens reverse on DB11, so we need to lift it up. And most of the bits you'll need to sort of see or possibly need to do under the bonnet here are pretty accessible on the driver's side of the car or on this side of the vehicle. So first of all, most importantly, you have your washer pot, which is just here on top of the wheel arch. Then we have your brake fluid, and your dipstick is just at the back of the engine just here. If you need to make a bit of a top up, the oil goes in at the front just here, and you also then have your coolant on the other side of the engine. Something that's worth knowing, coming back to the trickle charge point on the back, if you need access to the battery terminals themselves, you do need to just pop off this cover you'll see that there is a bronze nut on top of the plus, and you also have a bronze nut which is earthed on the end, or on the chassis here. That would be just in case you would need to charge the car directly onto the battery. And for the bonnet, it is soft close, so no need to slam the bonnet down. You just need to let it go, and then the bonnet will pull itself down. Thank you.